who are not massively in debt to the Super Earth government, that was only good bug is a dead bug by the Maw, who is, in fact, speaking the truth. Yeah, I might have done a little whoopsie-doopsie and didn't think that far ahead. I figured that on the fringes of galactic space, and with my popularity, I was outside of the Ministry of Truth's reach. I just got out of a meeting where I learned how long that arm actually was. They are not happy about my little costume party, even though relatively little damage was done. Made us look like idiots were their words. We can't give you the face-the-wall treatment because your fans would riot, was also mentioned, though they did express a desire to do just that. They had their hands around my neck and were starting to squeeze. I think I saw all 9 of my lives flash before my eyes. Try and get justified as just a prank to drum up viewership only made it worse for me. So, they can't kill me. They can't kick me out of the military in a dishonorable discharge either, because I did not technically break any code of conduct regulations in the Super Earth Armed Forces. So, what can they do? When one ministry starts working with another, it's never great. Truth got with prosperity, and the bean counters started working out how much they could bill me for suspected treasonous activities. The final tally was somewhere in the realms of... Sweet Liberty Helldivers, you do know that they pay me based on how much liberation you guys pull off, right? You'd have to clean off every planet on the Western Front 5 times before my debt would be paid off, or even come close to being paid off. So, just don't pay them. What are they going to do to you, you might ask? A lot. They can do a lot. They can garnish my wages until I can't afford meals that actually include some kind of food, and once I end up starving to death, they'll hack my paws off to sell as good luck charms at truck stops. I know I only got the 2 paws, but they do something that lets us keep coming back after death, and the cycle would just keep on repeating. I am absolutely and completely fluffed, like a pillow before nap time. Fortunately, I have some contacts who are willing to help me out, like my friends at Chechen Corp who are willing to provide designs and art for me to promote in the form of commercials, and they'll help pay off my debt to the Ministry of Truth and Prosperity directly. Their accounting staff will also be looking over my debts to make sure that the ministry just doesn't take the money without crediting my account. They wouldn't do that, you say? They constantly do that. Why do you think no one on Super Earth ever manages to get out of debt? The point is that instead of being condemned to death in a really roundabout way, I actually have a small chance of surviving the Ministry's wrath. And before you start screaming about how unjust all of this is and how mean they're being to me, please remember, I'm still blonde. The fault here was mine. Not telling the MOT what I was doing beforehand was really stupid. So, with all of that said, I have my first advert here from Chechen Corp. The Freedom Fuel Bar. As an aside, shadowy friends, could you please send some of those fried charger legs over? Mike's super credit card was frozen today, and I haven't been able to find anything to eat since last night. I am so hungry. Sweet mother of managed democracy. This looks so good. And Mr. Chichen's art style is always just so clean. I can practically taste the chocolate through the artwork. And the artificial coloring is even in Super Earth's theme. White and gold. I wonder if there's coconut in it. Gosh, this is just some torture right now. But I gotta find a way to press on through. Democracy needs me. The Freedom Fuel Bar, unleashing liberty one bite at a time. When all else seems lost, your ammo is spent, your team is down, and there's 20 seconds left on the extraction timer, grab yourself a bite of patriotism and win the day, despite all the odds against you. Warning, side effects include a marked increase in rallying cries and charging headfirst into the fray, not for civilian consumption. So, now that personal and corporate news is out of the way, news from the Galactic Sphere. Earlier today, the Deep Mantle Forge complex upon Claorell was attacked by the Automaton Collective. But the good news is that the Freedom Alliance was able to rally various Helldiver outfits and organizations to its defense, which now stands to succeed and throw the angry bolt buckets back into the cold void of space with just a few more hours of effort. Within the TQZ, Gacrux is showing slow but steady progress toward democratic liberation, but this planet has always just been a massive pain in the tail to deal with. The Terminids enjoy the biomass and the moisture, and this spurs them to even greater heights of aggression. There have been reports on the ground of even lowly scavengers Jeet Kundoing Helldivers into the floor like a buggy Bruce Lee, which is a little concerning. Bringing up the rear, Aesir Pass is slowly falling back into collective control and is in danger of being added to the increasingly, concerningly long list of no-change bot planets. We are really gonna have to clean the Western Front out. Things have devolved to nearly as bad as the bad old days with the Andromeda and Ymir sectors. Truly, the Automatons are as persistent as they are detestable. That's been Liberty's latest with me, Pondera, the starving radio angel. Despite the adversity of my current payroll situation, I promise I will find a way to carry on. I wanted to lose more weight anyway, and we can survive nearly a month without food, right? I think I can think of something to keep myself going before then. It's just as I always say, hard times never last. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for Super Earth.